The burial of any member of parliament is the responsibility of the institution of parliament in liaison with the family through the clerk to parliament. It is never through the clerk to parliament who reports to the speaker. It's never the responsibility of any political party. And as parliament, we have an established to-do list. Because not the first time we have lost a member of parliament. The speaker, who is the overall supervisor of parliament, usually can appoint a backbench commissioner where need be to oversee the work of the clerk and his technical staff. In some instances, an area member of parliament, if it's not the one deceased, is brought on board. Or the woman member of parliament, or the area member of parliament is brought on board because they are duly elected members of those constituencies where the deceased may be buried. If LOP wanted to take lead in the funeral arrangements, I would like to be educated. What does he mean by taking the lead? Did he want to do the procurement of a funeral service provider? Did he want to procure the tents? Did he want to procure the chairs? Did he want to procure the public address system? Did he want to procure food for the mourners? Because these are activities for the clerk to parliament.
Honorable Ssegirinya Muhammad was a member of parliament belonging to the National Unity Platform and for that matter the opposition in parliament. I was his leader. I have been his leader in parliament. Now, again we need to apply wisdom. Yeah? When you're to give a decent send-off to a member of parliament, what is befitting to them, why do you put in place a one-man committee? Why? If really you want to respect, especially the wishes of the deceased person, bring the other stakeholders on board. As leader of the opposition, who was leading Honorable Ssegirinya, I was not involved anywhere. Why? The party which he belonged to and loved very much. And he made certain declarations even before he died. How he wanted his party involved, his party president and so on. Why not adopt another leader, either from the secretariat or within the ranks of NUP, to be part of the organizing committee? Why? His family was also left out. They were just being given orders. And that's why you saw they were also divided. At the burial, some were saying, let's go the other side. Others were saying, let's respect the wishes of Honorable Ssegirinya as a family, let's stay here. So even the family was divided because you've not brought them on board. That's the mistake that was made. And it was deliberate, I think. So if you want to respect a person like Honorable Ssegirinya, respect his family, respect his party which he loved, respect the side he belonged to in the opposition. But when you decide to put in place a one-man committee, disregarding all the other critical stakeholders, you have a problem. You have not applied wisdom, in my view. And that's why I'm saying it was deliberate to do that. Because you see, I normally see people who say they have so much wisdom that supersedes the wisdom of other people. I have seen some people who have said there are some politicians who need so many years to get to the wisdom that I have. Okay, you show the public that you are wise. Because any smart politician, really, any smart politician, you apply that wisdom. So I think that's the problem that happened from the word go. And that's the response that I have. I think it's Tweheyo, who kept shouting, honorable, honorable. I'll not be dragged further in that issue. Honorable Ali Mivule, please withdraw. Ali, withdraw. Oh, not Tweheyo, sorry. Jimmy. Yeah, so that's my response to that issue. You might not be happy with that response. You also go and hold a press conference after here, and you say what you want to say. Have you heard Jimmy? I'm going to finish mine in a few minutes, eh? So you call your colleagues either on the veranda of Parliament or wherever, and you also tell them what you want to tell them. Again, tying that in with somebody said the family of Honorable Ssegirinya has declared that they are endorsing somebody, and they are saying NUP should give the flag of the party to that person. As a party, we are going to follow our processes. The same processes we followed to eventually get Honorable Ssegirinya to be our flag bearer are the processes that we are going to follow to that effect.
Is usually followed when it comes to making program for speeches. And when we are doing that, we are all inclusive. We buried Honorable Cecilia Ogwal, FDC. FDC was involved, but not in the technical arrangements. Didn't they speak? They did speak. So it is not right to say Lope was not involved. Where a person, a political leader is supposed to be involved, it is usually a backbench commissioner. Lope is a big person. I would be surprised if he needed to procure the coffin. I don't know what involvement meant. But that is basically the work of the clerk to Parliament. And that has been done for a long time. A member of Parliament, I'm telling you why it is Parliament institution, not political parties. A member of Parliament can be elected through a political party, can be an independent. But once they're elected, they are sworn into the institution of Parliament. That is a people's institution. They become public servants. And the public servants, they are public service provisions regarding their funerals. Did the Lope want to hijack the public service provisions? We need to be educated. The body came here, papers paid respects. The body went to NUP headquarters. Did the Parliament say don't take the body to NUP headquarters? This was all a normal way of operations. If it was NRM, NRM would have the body in the NRM secretariat. We have no problem with that. But it doesn't stop Parliament, the institution, from carrying out its duties. And we become non-partisan when we lose a member, because we have lost a people's representative and a public servant of Uganda. Not necessarily an NRM MP or a NUP MP. The country has lost a citizen and a public servant. And the state has established guidelines on such burials. In some instances, government can even accord a state funeral. When that is done, there is what we call a national organizing committee to handle that arrangement. So the national organizing committee, Parliament gets absorbed into the national organizing committee. So what role did the Lope want to play in such arrangements? I think we need to avoid, we need to avoid pettiness in our politics. As the institution of Parliament, we feel that it was not right to deny our member who was sworn in to be, his funeral to be concluded the way Parliament usually concludes funeral arrangements. But we leave this for the right-thinking members of the public to see where we are heading with our politics.
And finally, I want to
To be to go and begin asking for receipts from funeral services.
No, that's the budget you
In the what?
That is in the budget.
Sometimes we spend more. Sometimes we spend less. But when there is no time, we have spent less. We spend more. But that is the maximum the budget provides. Let's understand budgeting. That is the maximum the budget provides. Sometimes it becomes difficult, but we manage within what's provided for in the budget.